If you guys are an anime fan in any capacity, then I'm sure you guys have heard of Luffy from One Piece's new transformation, Gear 5. Now, I'm not a huge One Piece fan, but I know for that fandom, this is a really big deal. Me being a Dragon Ball Z fan would love to know just how powerful Gear 5 is for Luffy. This video comes from Bucket Hat Splash. Go subscribe.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
I don't really understand this transformation though.
We love anime. Anime is tough, right? And that is because anime has everything. They have people boxing. They have people playing football. Touchdown! They have good and interesting stories that'll raise your IQ like 30 points. They have Minita from My Hero Academia. And they have people dying. So yeah, they have all that.
Just covering the
one
bases.
great thing that anime has that also makes me levitate like 5 dimensions is anime transformation.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
that's a go anime right there. Yu Yu Hakusho.
levitate like 5 dimensions is anime.
This anime is so goated, bro. So goated, man.
Transformation. Now I'm not gonna lie, anime has some very tough transformations. They got Goku turning Super Saiyan for the
OG! Don't y'all forget it.
first time, which is really just him turning his hair color yellow and it going up a little bit, but trust, it's tough. Bro said and beat anime's most nefarious races of all time, so you know what I'm saying, that like amplifies the greatness of the transformation. When I
Facts.
saw Goku beat Frieza, it's like I saw Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was fighting against racism, Goku was fighting against racism. They're practically the same person for real. There is no difference.
What did he say? He's
also got
kind of right.
Ichigo's full hollow transformation, and not gonna lie, if we're gonna keep it a buck, that transformation is like top 5. Everything about the transformation was just tough. You can tell that Kubo had a good night's sleep before it was time to make that transformation.
I haven't watched that much of Bleach, but I always admired the OST for that anime.
The design is just so tough, bro. Is drippy. So yeah, Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time and Ichigo's full hollow form are 2 good examples of great anime transformation.
True.
There are other great examples like Opium Ichigo.
Oh yeah, this is the one I know. But apparently when he did that transformation, he loses all his powers. I don't know if he like regained all his powers. Now, I skipped a bunch of shit. That's the only reason I know that. But I saw when he fought Aizen and that shit was dope.
And there is Jubito, but I believe that Monkey D. Luffy, one of his transformations are one of the best transformations of all time. Which does kind of make sense because Monkey D. Luffy is like the greatest character in all of fiction. No, I am not biased.
At the cap.
Gear
Yeah,
5
bro.
Luffy. Yes, sir. Now, Gear 5 Luffy is so tough. Oh my goodness. Bro, Luffy got clapped and died. Damn. But came back to life with dreads and started boxing. Now, before I fully cover Gear 5, I'm gonna go over every single Luffy transformation leading up until Gear 5, and now I'm gonna touch Gear 5 because it's tough. Luffy is him and all his gears are add-ons to him being him. So when we finally get to Gear 5 Luffy is really just him quintupled. Hem squared plus hem cubed equals hem quintupled. Basic, elementary, and rudimentary hematics.
It's basic hematics.
Now first we're gonna start off with Gear 2. Now if you don't watch One Piece, there is no Gear 1. This is Gear 1 and this is Gear 2. Woo! Now Gear 2, I'm not gonna lie, is a smooth little transformation. Bro activates Gear 2 and starts steaming and shit. Visually the transformation is alright, but you know he's about to fold some people, and that's low-key what a transformation is for real. A transformation should do 2 things. One, it should make the person stronger, done it. And the other thing it should do, it should let everyone who is around the transformation and looking at the transformation know that that person is about to boom people. Like when Goku went Ultra Instinct against Jiren, you were like, oh shit,
that was the dopest shit.
Boom people. When
all the side characters were like, oh my god, he's done it. And the gods fucking stood up. They were like, oh my god, this man just did it.
Mob reached 100%, you were like, oh shit, because you knew he was about to boom people. If you don't get that oh shit feeling, then that transformation was kinda chips, I'm not gonna lie.
True.
So although Gear 2 doesn't look as cool as Ichigo's full hollow form, it still is a tough transformation because you get that if you're fighting someone and they start steaming, not gonna lie, say goodbye. And also Gear 2 Luffy is also tough because that's when he starts moving mad fast. Bro upped his body temperature and started flash stepping, moving, bro, just like Ichigo for real. When Blue Note encountered Gear 2, not gonna lie, he could not handle it. Bro was out there struggling, he was not built for all that. You wanna know who else wasn't built for all that, but was low-key built for all that, but turned out in the end to not be built for all that? Rob Lucci, lame man nigga, and not gonna lie, this is also gonna bring me into Gear 3. Now, essentially, Gear 3 is Luffy making parts of his body bigger to boomy, and basically Luffy does this by blowing himself.
Hold up, I always thought that Luffy went to each gear because he ate like a fruit or something. That's just me being a One Piece casual, but I always thought that.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Now, Gear 3 isn't really a transformation because, like I said, he's just making his limbs bigger by blowing himself. But you know what I'm saying, he did call it its own little name, so we gonna count it as a transformation. You feel me? Now, Luffy is 5'7", 5'8", short ass nigga. But then guess what? That's why
height.
Gear 3 is so tough, because even though he's so short, he can make a fist, and next thing you know, he's 20 feet 6.
Oh,
now you
Lord.
got a full speed 4,000 pound fist coming at you from a dude who's actually 5'7", and that along with Gear 2 is what Rob Lucci had to deal with. Layman. And the crazy thing about Gear 3 is that it combines so well with like every other transformation. Bro can use Gear 3 while using Gear 2. He can use Gear 3 while using all the other gears too. He just be in the Tonka going bonkers. Luffy jumps mad high when he uses Gear 3. I feel like if I was fighting him in the One Piece verse, I'd be like kind of like terrified, because even if that fist doesn't like directly hit me, it's gonna cause like a big earthquake. I might get touched no matter what.
After effect's gonna be
that's
wild.
Gear 3. Now here's Gear 4. Now with Gear 4, there are 3 types of Gear 4s, and all of the Gear 4s are cool except the last one. I don't know what Luffy was cooking with that one. But we gonna start off with the first Gear 4. Gear 4 Bounce Man. Woo! Now Gear 4 Bounce Man is goofy. I'm not gonna lie,
it does
but
look
it's
goofy
in a cool way. It's like cool goofy. It has just enough goofiness to still be considered cool. Even though bro gained like 600 pounds, the form is
Yo, you wrong for putting Lizzo, bro.
still looks cool. And Gear 4 Bounceman is even cooler when that's the form that Luffy used to defeat this evil ass. Bro said, Gear 4 Bounceman! And ended Doflamingo's life, and by end his life, I mean put him in prison, but yeah. The next Gear 4 is Gear 4 Snake Man.
That looks pretty dope.
Gear 4 Snake Man, in my opinion, is Luffy's second best transformation.
Now that looks pretty dope. I don't like Gear 4 Bounce Man, but this one looks, looks really good.
Gear 4 Snake Man looks just like Gear 4 Bounce Man, except that Gear 4 Snake Man isn't 400,000 pounds, and Luffy's hair goes up, and because Luffy's hair goes up, it's tough.
It is tough.
So the form itself
probably
looks
why I
cool,
like
and
it.
plus this is the form that Luffy used to fight Katakuri. Now Katakuri is a 16'8" dude who can see the future. He can stretch like Luffy, he can move like Luffy. Not gonna lie, he basically was Luffy. And Luffy used Gear 4 Snake Man to barely beat that, so that speaks to how tough the transformation really is. Gear 4 Snake Man is tough and he booms people with it, so you know what I'm saying? And lastly is Gear 4 Tank Man. Now Gear 4 Tank Man, not gonna lie, Luffy, what the fuck?
Yeah, that looks kind of wild. That looks really, really dumb. That looks dumb.
Look of the transformation is very questionable, but he did send Cracker flying all the way back to Big Mom looking at him. He did his job, so the transformation is valid somewhat, kind of. And yeah, that is all Gear 4 transformations: Bounce Man, Snake Man, and Tank Man.
Yeah,
now,
Snake Man is definitely the best one.
You already know, you feel me? Gear 5. Woo! Now Gear 5 Luffy is so tough. Oh my gosh, I'm finna cry. The way bro's white hair goes up,
that
so
looks
tough,
nice.
like Snake Man, and the white stuff going around him. I have no idea what that is, but that's tough too. What is questionable though is the fact that Luffy has the Nika fruit, but his hair and clothes turn white. But the transformation itself is still tough. Bro is moving mad goofy. Not gonna lie, you love to see it. You wanna know what else you love to see? How Luffy was doing Kaido in Gear 5. Woo! Bro Luffy got up and said, "This is my peak head," and then he enlarged his arm, Gear 3, and just started violating Kaido. Bro was swinging him around. Bro was slamming him on the ground. Bro was knocking him around town. It was just bad for Kaido. And then Luffy was just laughing at Kaido afterwards. Not gonna lie, if I was Kaido, I'd be sick. Imagine beating the same dude 5 times just for him to come back with this Joy Boy form and start folding you and then laughing at you. Not to mention Luffy turning Kaido into a cartoon. You see, the second Kaido lost was the second he fought the MC. If you are ever the main villain of an arc in an anime and you fight the MC, not gonna lie, count your day. You'll either die afterwards or your life will get significantly worse. Your downfall will come very, very soon. Not saying that Kaido lost or anything, because you know what I'm saying, I don't spoil stuff, you know what I'm saying, so he could've won, he could've lost, but his downfall will come very soon, probably, maybe, I don't know. But nah, basically, Gear 5 is tough. When I was watching the episode at like 11 p.m., not gonna lie, I was levitating like 50 times. It truly was and is peak. But yeah, not gonna lie, that is the video. Follow my Twitter. I'm low-key getting active on there. I said that before, but like I'm actually like posting for real type G. Follow my Instagram if you follow with me. Join my Discord at 1,000 members. We will have a rap battle. We got like 600 right now, so like 400 more. We will be rapping. We will indeed be looking like Prime Gunna out there. So yeah, drink some lemonade and subscribe in that baby. I went to the party.
High-key a good video. I didn't really know much about Luffy and his different gears. I think Goku's Super Saiyan transformation has got to be one of the best, if not the best, transformations in anime history. That is a very bold claim, but listen, it's Dragon Ball Z. A lot of these animes like One Piece and Bleach and Naruto have gotten their inspiration from Dragon Ball Z. I'm just saying. But I do appreciate One Piece though. I gotta give One Piece a chance because it looks like a really cool anime. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more reactions. Peace!